Hi, folks. This is Emarina, and I am back with part two in my commonly asked questions series. For those of you who don't know, I'm an adult educator, and my area of interest and expertise is the impacts of trauma on adult learning, and to some degree, K through 12. And I also work with people who teach in prisons and wrote this book and have been working with people in higher ed, anybody who works with adult learners for the last dozen or so years, maybe 15 years, maybe 20 years, to look at how we get to be better teachers and how do we build confidence in our students. So the question that I'm talking about tonight is the question that I get a lot, especially when I'm talking with people in higher ed, is how do I get students to engage with uncomfortable topics? And I think that's a really interesting question because the phrase uncomfortable topics can mean a lot of different things. So, my reframe around this is how does this question, assignment, or topic encourage students to take risks? What risk am I asking them to take? And how does taking that risk build their confidence in themselves and in me as an instructor? So it's really important to remember this, especially when I hear people talk about like you have to be able to dig into an uncomfortable topic, or you have to ask students to do that in order to consider that your course is rigorous. And I don't know that I believe that. I think it's really important for us to remember that educational trauma is very real and it can be a significant barrier to how much a person can or will trust any authority figure, even a teacher, maybe especially a teacher. It is worthwhile to reflect on our own expectations that students push themselves, which can include a lot of different things. Sometimes you are asking them to push themselves, like considering what they want to talk about, considering the voice they want to use, considering the way that they're thinking about something. Maybe they're thinking about it in a very specific and narrow way, and you want them to expand their thinking. But sometimes talking about uncomfortable topics means that you expect students to like dig down into the worst things that happen to them and like rip off those band-aids and tear down all of their protective, coverings, or you want them to engage with you or other students in like really high risk conversations without a lot of thought about why, other than maybe you are interested in conflict, or maybe you're a trauma tourist. Like there's a lot of reasons. We don't always know what those reasons are, but that's why it's really important for us to really be thoughtful about why are we asking students to do these things? What is the rigor involved? Like what is it that we're trying to accomplish with this task? So if students have never really felt safe in classrooms, may be really important for you to walk back your expectations and focus on building the relationship with your students and really encouraging them to build connections with themselves. We want to explore alternative ways to strengthen people's skills or build knowledge. Like ask your students how they want to share an experience. Let them teach you how they want to best learn. And it's especially critical that we consider whether our approach is continuing to enact harm on students who have already been traumatized, and then how we can make those changes. Sometimes we're replicating the same things that were done to us. Like maybe we were asked to do that and we were told that that's what rigor means. And so we're just replicating that same thing, but that may not be true. So that is today's commonly asked question and reframe. I hope you found it useful. If you have a question that you'd like me to take a run at, please drop it in the comments and I'll see you next time. Bye.